Hello, beloved, beautiful beings. I wanted to come to you today to talk to you about shining your light. I want you to think about a candle shining in the darkness and how far you can see that candle, how much illumination it gives off. It's so powerful, in fact, that they measure light sometimes in candles. So picture yourself holding this candle, and you are in our community, those like-minded people, those who even may not know that they are bright lights in the darkness, and together we're holding all of that, where each of us is holding a candle, and together our candles combine to make a bright light for those in the darkness to follow. Now that going across my screen is smoke. That's not spirit. It's smoke from my incense. So don't get too excited yet about that. And I haven't seen any orbs, but we'll see. So each of us has this spark of the divine inside of us. Inside of us is that little sliver of the source of our God, of whatever you choose to call your higher power. Each of us has inside of us that little bit of divine, and it causes us to shine when it's not obstructed, and when we learn to raise our vibrations higher, and we learn to be more spiritual and more open. We learn to just be. That spark inside of us shines. So that's what we're doing. We're amplifying our divine spark that is part of, as I said, part of God, part of Source, whatever you choose to call your higher power. It's a spark of that. So what do we do? How do we shine our light? I want to say first of all, in a practical sense, protect yourself. Make sure that you do your due diligence. If you feel moved to join in with whatever, with protests, with however you choose to express your indignation, make sure you're safe. Count the cost, okay? Next, I want to go to Spirit and see what Spirit has to say for us. I'm going to be using this was gifted to me, Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Luna edition. It's a little hard to see sometimes because of the illustrations being so, they're beautifully done. And the one that I just acquired, What We've Forgotten. I'm going to start with those. I may use another shortly. I'll have to see how it goes, because I never know where it's going. I'm moved to use whatever Spirit tells me to use, and generally that's, I don't know that ahead of time. I did start this video before, and so I have laid out the cards once, but I didn't do the reading. I just picked the cards up and we're going to start over. Because something happened, and You know how it is. So, here we go. I'm going to shuffle these cards and ask Spirit, please, how do we make our lights shine to the best of our ability at this time in our history? How do we make our lights shine? What do we do to make them bright so that those in the darkness see us and know how to find their way out? Okay. Okay. Some of the cards are the same. It looks like it's okay. The card on the bottom is Judgment. Can you see the Judgment? Can you see that there are those rising up? Okay, remember that. That's the energy of the reading. The first card is the Moon, contemplating her secrets. So remember that it's hard to see in the dark. Light is needed. The moon is not as bright as the sun, so things can be hidden. Then it's crossed with the Hierophant. That would be the traditions and the way things have always been. That's being torn down. It's not even in secret anymore. It's just being torn down. So remember that some of those, see how that star twinkles? Some of those who are rising up now, those who are rising, are, well, not some of them, all of them are angry. They're angry. So you need to be this light. Even though the light seems dim, see all of the twinkles? So the moon is one bright celestial body, but there are stars also. So there is light shining, and the star will show the way. Grounding, or at the base of the reading, is the Two of Swords. That choice. Which way do we go? Don't let it be a blind choice. Take that blindfold off and look. Crowning this reading is the Ten of Swords. And so if we make the wrong choice, that could be us. I don't think that's what that means, though. I think that's the betrayal. The betrayal that the majority of people are feeling. That they thought they were getting one thing and they got something else. The choice has to do with that. So maybe it's not our choice. Maybe it's their choice. In the near past. Temperance. Now, there she is, putting two things together that you wouldn't think would go together, but she's doing it. And that's what's happened. That that balance is starting to come into play. In the near future, the High Priestess. I'm getting a lot of feminine energy here. The High Priestess being the outcome of Temperance doing this alchemy that she's doing, standing on the, she's, now in this deck, she's not standing on land and water. It doesn't appear that she is. In most decks, she's standing on land and water. Let this be us. Let us be the way showers. They may have this betrayal and the feeling that maybe they made the wrong choice. Let this be us. Let us put the things together and have the secrets that we're willing to tell at the appropriate time. The secrets are coming out at the appropriate time. Remember that the universe has it in hand, and the secrets are coming out at the appropriate time. The universe will bring things back into alignment. They're telling you they will. They're telling you it has already been done. Now, the exact mechanism for that may not have been worked out yet. I seem to have lost a card, excuse me. The exact mechanism for that may not have been worked out yet. But remember that the universe is doing everything it can to bring things back into alignment, and it will occur. This is us, the Nine of Pentacles. Or is it? Now I got this. No, I didn't. Excuse me for thinking out loud. The Nine of Pentacles is this woman in this garden. In this particular garden, she's harvesting. It looks like she's harvesting some grapes, or she's testing to see if they're ready for wine. So we have everything we need in order to make what we need. So this is us. This is us. We have everything we need. To make what we need and what we want. Our light. So remember that it's within you. To just be. To take this raw material and do something with it. Be creative. Make what we need and what we want out of what we have. Make what we need and what we want out of what we have. Around us, the King of Swords. This king, methodical, forthright, caring, knowing. Ready to act when appropriate. He knows when to use that sword. And he knows when he needs to be more authoritative, when he needs to stand up and make a authoritative, not authoritarian, okay? See the difference in that? Authoritative is having confidence and knowing and being compassionate, and although he's not terribly compassionate, he does have compassion. He knows how to wield this power. Authoritarian is quite different. It's bullying and cowardice and it's that Five of Swords energy. That's what authoritarian is. This is completely different. So this is the universe bringing things into alignment. Our hopes and their fears. The Empress. She is the mother of all on earth. She is the wise one that causes earth to work in a way that is nurturing and loving. She is all that is Mother Earth. That's what we wish. And for her to bring her power to bear, along with this King of Swords, that would be a wondrous thing. It would be a wondrous thing for us, and it would be a frightening thing for them. It might be frightening. We don't know. We have only to wait and see. And the outcome is the Lovers, that we have only to work together to make this shining of our light a successful thing. We have only to work together. We have only to come together in an energetic, spiritual way to make it work. And I would say also that we energetically want to support those who are out doing the actual physical work of making things right. They are being guided divinely. And remember that that's all because of this, the judgment. So here we are. We've gotten together energetically, spiritually. We now, what? What now? Let's find out what we've forgotten from this oracle deck by Amy Miranda. Lovely woman. If you haven't seen Gerald's deck casual on this deck with Kaylee and Linda de Gonzalez, she came and made an appearance and talked about the deck. So it was a lovely introduction to the for me to the deck, because I have not I don't see a lot of different readers, so I wasn't aware of the deck. And so now, even though I work with Linda and she uses this deck, I'm terribly it's not that I don't pay attention, it's that I'm channeling when I'm reading, and I just hadn't been aware of it. So I am aware of it now. And I own it. So let's see what it says about shining our light. What have we forgotten about shining our lights? This may be the only card we need. Higher love. We have forgotten about higher love. The love we have for humanity, the love we have for the planet we live on, the love we have for the universe we inhabit, the love we have for those out there, other kinds of peoples who populate the universe. the love we have for Source, the love we have for our deities, the love we have for our ancestors, the love we have, the higher love, the love we have, not the love that's down here, the love that's up here, the higher love, the principled love, the more the love we have that does not judge. That love, it's higher than unconditional love. It's even higher than unconditional love. Remembering. Do we remember that we are all part of humanity, that we are all part of creation, that it does no good to think about things and people in a derogatory light. They are merely playing out what the contract they signed. Just as we are. So their blindness to facts may be part of their contract. And who are we to talk about the choice someone made in order to learn something? So remembering who we are, remembering where we came from, remembering that we are, our life is eternal. And this is merely a place we are in a story, that we chose to come here and do this. And illumination. Remembering the light. That's where we're going. We're going to illuminate. That's where we need to be. I want to say that this is our time to reflect. Remember, to reflect, to be, to connect to the divine, to take what we have and make it bright. On the bottom, I really like this card, the first card, Initiation. And I shuffled these cards very well. This should not have been on the bottom. Initiation. So we're going into something new, something that hasn't been done before. We are players in a play that's being written while we're doing it. So that's one thing that this tyrant is teaching us, that he changed everything. He and his team changed everything from the way it was supposed to be. So we are in a space that hasn't been done before. This is history in the making, and we're part of it, and we're privileged to be part of it. So I want you to think about it that way, and also to remember to shine your light and to have the higher love. And so, my beloved, beautiful beings, until next time.